Dobro jutro, Divine Pisces, 222. It is Thursday, February 13th, 2020. I think it's awesome how quickly the conversation got started on the forum. I think it's awesome. We've got really great conversations already going on, so if you haven't checked it out already, go ahead, check it out, divinepisces222.com, clear. Also, I wanted to kind of share with you guys a little bit of an epiphany. And this may not be new to anybody else, but it kind of hit me last night. You know I've mentioned several times to several people in the comments, and I've had emails, how familiar some certain energies are. Certain people, like, their energies are just incredibly familiar. I mean, I couldn't place them. I don't know why they're familiar, but I know they're familiar. But I know I've gotten emails from some people saying how I'm familiar. And the reason for that, I do feel, is, obviously because we're a soul group. We've probably been together in a group before. And it's like certain souls are more familiar than others for a reason. But then I thought, how we're talking about union energies, and, people are like, well, they keep saying union, union never happens, blah, 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 blah. Well, maybe you're focusing on the wrong union. Like, I almost feel like it's a call to not just union with your counterpart at this point, but it's like a call to union. Like, union within the collective. Because, we're kind of divided. A lot of us kind of have the same basis, I guess. Does that make sense? But there's, like, so many groups within the collective, Like, there's certain readers that certain people are drawn to for a reason. But it's almost like it's kind of set up that way, right? And then I'm starting to actually see, like, a merge. Like, it's almost like the different soul tribes, the different soul groups, I just saw 222, that's funny, are being guided to come together into one large soul group, right? I mean, that's at least how it seems to me. So I thought that was really, really interesting. I wanted to share it with you guys. And I feel like it's already started to happen. And I think once we kind of get to that point where, escaping divine truth, where we are in union within the collective, then things will really start to shift, right? So when we talk union, we're not necessarily talking union with your counterpart, although that's part of it. That's part of it. But it's just like union within the collective, union within oneself, and the merging of the soul groups. So I thought that was interesting. Anyway, all right, let's get this reading started. Yeah, believe in the impossible. Yeah, some of you are still some of you are still in a lot of doubt right now. Need to get out of that. Okay. Yeah, because some of you are in this doubt thing where, like, nothing's gonna happen, right? Like, I feel like I've been doing all this work and there's nothing to show for it. But is there nothing? Is there nothing to show for what you've done so far? Okay. What happened to your faith? What happened to your faith here? Right? And there may be some adjustments required here in some of these situations, guys. You need to keep your thoughts positive. Because, like, I feel like a lot of you are manifesting negative things because you can't keep your thoughts positive right now. So you may need to figure out what's causing you to doubt here, what's causing you to pull yourself back, what's causing self-sabotage, because that's what's happening here. Yeah, look, boom. Don't let your past hold you back. What did I just say? What's holding you back? Some of you are so afraid of repeating some cycles. It's like some of you recognize a cycle that you are repeating now, but you're afraid to release it because there's another cycle that you're afraid you're going to repeat if you release this one. Does that make sense? It's like you're replacing a cycle with a cycle. Okay? So And some of you are just stuck in resentment. Some of you are so stuck in what's happened in the past that you can't move forward because you're having a really hard time forgiving yourself. I actually had to forgive myself for something last night that took me a really long time to do. Okay, so no judgment here. I know how that is. All right. And eventually you will get to that point, if you're not there already. You will get to that point where you're like, you know what? I forgive myself. I forgive myself for the things that I've done. I forgive myself for the parts that I played. And I'm not going to hold on to this regret. I'm not going to hold on to this resentment anymore. It's not good for me. It's not good for anyone. You know, and a lot of you have been praying for forgiveness, have been wanting forgiveness from others, but you forget that you must forgive yourself first in order to receive forgiveness from someone else. Does that make sense? You can't, it's just like, okay, it's just like respect and love. And I know I talked about this on a collective before. You can't receive love, you can't receive respect unless you give it to yourself first. Right? You can't keep yourself from feeling that based on what somebody else does. You should give yourself permission to feel that regardless. Does that make sense? Okay? And yeah, some of you just need to take a time out and reevaluate some things right now. I mean, facts. You just need to take a time out, figure out your situation, listen to your intuition, do some meditations, whatever. Clear out some of this negativity that's coming in here, and figure out your next move. All right. And a lot of us are still in kind of decision mode. I'm not gonna lie, I am too. I've been in decision mode, I swear. I've been in decision mode for like 2 months. Okay, probably longer than that. So it is what it is. You know. Like I always say, I need to take my own advice, guys. It's just, I really do. Alright, let's take a look at Divine Masculine today. So, a lot of Divine Masculines okay. A lot of Divine Masculines are really tired of making this work. Whatever this is, they're really, really tired of making this work. And they've been trying to make this work. They've been repeating the cycle. Changing a little bit at a time, right? And it's never enough. The tower keeps coming, and they're tired of rebuilding it. Because why? It can't be rebuilt. It can't. It cannot stand. I mean, it can't. And, I mean, some of them are trying again, honestly. Some of them are giving it another go with these third-party situations. Whatever it may be. Whether it's a job, a person, an addiction, a religion, family, whatever. They're giving it another go. Right? But they're just like, it's like they're going into it like, okay, well, I'm going to give it another go, but they're going into it knowing it's not going to work. So in reality, there's really no point. It's kind of a hollow promise. It's a facade. Yeah, I'm going to give it another go. Wink, wink. But really on the inside, they're like, yeah, this isn't going to work. And once this falls apart, that's it. It's done. 25th time is a charm, right? Yeah. Like, these situations, they're just not... They know it's not going to work. It's like they're at this point... Like, oh, I love this depiction because it's like... you can't see the forest through the trees, kind of a thing. And Divine Masculine's like, yeah, no, this isn't going to work, but I'm going to try it anyway. It's almost like a defeatist thing. They're almost just like, yeah, I guess I'll give it another round. Like, you know. But they're like, yeah, no, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Like, this, yeah. It's all based in codependency, right? It's all based in codependency, and they know that. And I think it's really starting to hit home, guys. I think it really is starting to hit home. they don't want to do the right thing by the third party anymore. Okay? Because why? They know it's not going to work. It's not going to work. This is not everything. They know that, right? And I know the Hierophant, a lot of times when they see it upside down, we think of resisting awakening. But in this case, it's really just, because we've got the Four of Wands in reverse here as regards codependent situation where they're feeling overburdened by a third party. Okay? So Divine Masculine's like, no, this isn't going to work. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm not fighting for this anymore. I'm not. It's upside down. It makes no sense. There's no reason for me to hold on to this because it's killing me slowly on the inside. And I feel like a lot of Divine Masculines right now, they do have a lot of pressure on them. Family pressure, societal expectations, that sort of thing. Some of them, like, I know I've said this before, some of them are being threatened in some of their situations with whatever it may be. That could be with money, with children, with, literally a place to live. Maybe they're literally being threatened with their lives, things like that. If they leave their religion or something like that, okay? So keep that in mind. They don't want to feel trapped there anymore. They don't. They don't want to do it anymore. They don't. This is upside down. This cannot stand. I can't hold on to this anymore. There's no point whatsoever at this time. I need to stand in my... Yes, Divine Masculine. Stand in your Emperor energy. It's time. It's time. It's time you've said your piece. It's time you've spoken up for yourself. It's time that you've released the toxicity. It's time that you say, you know what? No. Put up your boundaries. Say your piece. Doesn't matter who it's to at this time. Whoever, whatever situation is making you feel like this, it's time to release it. It's time to say your piece. Okay? Stand in your Emperor energy. Be the Emperor. Be the Emperor. Divine Masculine. It is time. Okay? I don't know why, for some reason, I thought of the Emperor's new clothes. Divine Masculine, if you want to be the Emperor and you want to be naked, that's fine. But, I think the main point here is to speak your truth. I don't know why that story came to mind. Maybe I'll figure it out one day and let you guys know. Sometimes my brain goes to weird places. It just does. Okay. Divine Feminine. Well, yeah. I love this card. This is probably my favorite card in this particular tarot deck. This is the Tarot de la Nuit. Okay. Of course, Leo energy here, but I just love the depiction of this card because it's basically like, yeah, I'm leading the way here. I got you. I got you, Divine Masculine. And so it's like Divine Feminine kind of moving back into the spiritual space. And I said this I think a couple of times where it's like the twins were kind of going back and forth in their masculine and feminine energy. Divine Masculine was going to masculine or feminine energy, embracing the spiritual side, going through the purging, the dark night of the soul, releasing of the ego. Basically, the main point there is trying to basically balance out the 3D, because there's so much stuck in the 3D, and then Divine Feminine was in the masculine energy, working on her pentacles, working on making decisions, whatever. But it's like Divine Feminine's moving back into feminine space. Divine Masculine's moving back into masculine space. Boom, the Emperor. Okay? So Divine Feminine moving into the Empress space. Okay? And I know this is strength, but really it's kind of like, this is kind of representing really like the Priestess or the Empress, and then you've got Divine Masculine as the Lion. That's usually how it's depicted because Divine Feminine leads. Okay? So yeah, Divine Feminine moving back into that space. And I feel like a lot of you, even though there's some of you that are, you know, trying to disconnect from the connection because you had enough and whatnot, it's like you're still there. You're still there guiding the way. You're still like, you know what, it's okay. I'm going to be your guiding light. That's fine. You know, sending you energy, sending you strength, sending you whatever it is you need, right? Just make sure you're not draining yourself, Divine Feminine. But yeah, a lot of Divine Feminines are back in this space here. Some of you cut off 5D communication prematurely, and you're kind of regretting it. That's what I'm getting. Some of you, that may not resonate for all of you. I'm just getting a select few of you may have gotten into, well, I feel bad. I shouldn't have done that. You know, he needs my help, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and that's fine. I mean, it's trial and error, really. You kind of learn as you go. But yeah, I mean, some Divine Feminines are still kind of, they're feeling like they need to, look, Tower, boom, yeah. So some of you are still in this right here. Some of you are still in a lot of conflict. You're trying to overcome this conflict. You've been praying for a tower, and now you're just like, yes, yes, bring on the tower. Bring on the tower. I've had enough of this karmic situation. I don't want to deal with this karmic situation anymore. I don't want to feel trapped anymore. I know I have the key, but, you know, I've been having a really hard time figuring out how to get the key into the lock, you know, so I've been kind of praying for a miracle. I'm like, okay, universe, show me what I need to do. Bring on the tower, please. Help, 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 help. You know. And some of you, it's some inner conflict, but this is really highlighting to me external conflict. There's a lot of drama I feel going on with some of you in situations, and I'm getting family situations, absolutely. I'm getting codependent situations, possibly job. Okay, some of you are dealing with a job, some of you are dealing with a boss, some of you are dealing with a really overbearing parent. You know, however that resonates, but some of you have just been praying for something to help you move out of that space, because to you it's like it's hindering your growth. It's hindering your ability to create your new beginning, right? Okay, so yeah, I feel like some of you have been feeling really, really stifled in your situations. A lot like Divine Masculine had been feeling about in their situations, and it's like you had given it as many goes as you possibly can. So there's a mirroring here, and you're finally at the point where you're like, no. I am me, you know, here, look at me. Right, Divine Feminine's like, yeah, I'm not going to stifle myself anymore. I'm not going to stifle myself anymore. I'm going to show the world the real me, because I know who I am. You know, and it's time that I did that. It's time that I got out of this, right? This codependent cycle that just keeps looping over and over and over again. Done. I'm done with it. I'm done. It's time to walk away. Yeah. Do it, Divine Feminine. Do it. Do it in that cycle. Bring in your abundance. And a lot of you, yeah, like, see, look at this. We've got two queens here. So you've got the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and then you've got the Ace of Pentacles here. So it's like Divine Feminine's like, yes, I can work on my pentacles. I just need to step up and bring in my new beginning with myself here. And a lot of you, some of you have gone back into this priestess space in order to find the strength to make the decision that you need to make to get out of this conflict that you've been in for so long, to get through the tower so that you can open up that gate, you can walk through that gate, show the world the real you, bring in that brand new beginning for yourself, and to manifest your pentacles. Okay? Yay! Divine Feminine! Do your thing. Yay! Alright, let's take a look at connecting energies here. Yeah, okay, so there's still addiction coming in here. So some of you are still dealing with addiction. This doesn't have to be a substance. It could be a thing, okay? You can get addicted to anything, let's be honest. Whatever it is a coping mechanism for you to deal with your crap. That's an addiction, okay? So some of you need to really figure this out and release this, okay? Because this may be what's holding you back. Okay, I also consider this akin to obsession. So if you are stalking, if you are refusing to release, you know what I'm saying? Do it now. Stop. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I need to say anything here. A lot of you are just really starting to understand what the heck this means. You know, you haven't understood what this means for a really long time, or really ever. Okay, but yeah, there's still a lot of regret here, guys. You need to learn to forgive yourself, forgive your counterpart, okay? There's a lot of regret in these connections right now. And a lot of you just feel like it's been taking way too long, but remember, there is no such thing as time. Not really. You know, passage of time. It's like, it's a construct. Time doesn't really exist. Okay, especially if you consider how many lives we've had, honestly. It's not really, doesn't really exist, guys. But a lot of you just feel so unstable right now with some of these situations, and you're craving that stability. Like, you're just like, I don't want this in and out anymore. I don't want this back and forth, this touch and go. I don't want this indecision, this juggling, none of this. I don't want any of it. I want to make a decision. I want to move forward with it in integrity. So do that. Move forward in integrity. It's all going to be fine. I know some of you are absolutely terrified that you're going to lose something. But in reality, what's lost can, you can't truly lose something that can't be gained back. Does that make sense? Like, the only thing I think that you need to pay attention to here, the only thing that I think is really important is whether or not you're losing yourself. Okay? So if you walk away from a toxic situation, what are you losing? What are you losing? I mean, think about it. What are you losing? But if you stay in that situation, what are you losing? You're losing yourself. Right? You're sacrificing yourself. Right? And yeah, these are soul connection, guys. These are soul connections. They are. Okay? And you can't deny this. It is what it is. Okay? So, stop asking that question. Some of you are just in so much doubt right now. It's kind of ridiculous. Stop it. Stop it. Oh my god. So I just gotta say, make playing cards like .com really kind of sucks. Like, I put in several orders like 2 weeks ago. They only just now sent me emails saying that they received them. So if you've ordered my Oracle decks, which I do have a couple orders out there, I will send you the tracking information as soon as they send it. They only just now said, oh yeah, we got your order. I'm like, I placed this order like a week and a half ago, bro. You know, still no tracking information. So, yay. All right, messages from your counterpart. No. All right, messages and advice from source. Okay, what did I say? I think I said this at the beginning. You need to reassess what you're doing. Some of you are just overthinking some of these situations, and you're just not taking action because you're just like, do I do this? Do I move forward? Yes. Yes. Yes, you do. Yes. Yes. Wisdom. Change. Trust. New beginnings. action. I don't think I need to say anything else. It's just basically solidified everything I already said. So yes, make your decision. You know the answer. You know exactly what you need to do. Embrace the change that's coming. Trust your path. Trust that you're being guided. Trust you're being protected. Trust in your new beginning that you're creating for yourself, because it is happening. All right? And take action. Move forward. Stop standing still. Stop waiting. Okay? Alright guys, I hope this helped. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, and I guess I'll see you guys later. Bye!